Well, right now, D.C. is getting ready for three high-profile events set to start on Monday. We're talking about the certification of the presidential election on January 6th, the services for former President Jimmy Carter's state funeral January 7th through the 9th, and the presidential inauguration on January 20th. Our Rafael Sanchez-Cruz is in the studio with me now. And Rafa, we know law enforcement agencies in D.C. say they're working under what they call a heightened threat environment. Three big events back to back.
Yeah, that's right, Lorenzo. The Secret Service says it's the first time they've had to deal with three national special security events back to back. These are events that require full support from the federal government, because they're considered potential targets for terrorism or criminal activity. And they're happening just days after the terrorist attack in New Orleans and the car explosion in Las Vegas.
Law enforcement in the district is on high alert.
There are no credible known threats here in the District of Columbia.
For the first time, the certification of the presidential electoral votes will be considered a national security event.
Our nation's capital is prepared to ensure that the legislative process will proceed without disruption.
That's U.S. Capitol Police Chief Thomas Manger vowing to have a peaceful transfer of power. At the request of D.C. Mayor Muriel Bowser, the National Guard will be assisting law enforcement officers.
We will have 500 soldiers on standby for that mission.
Manger says his team has completed all 103 recommendations provided by the Office of the Inspector General following the 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol.
No credible intelligence that we expect a mass demonstration like we had 4 years ago.
But what they are monitoring is
some other folks and conspiracy theorists, talking about, well, if this happens, we need to be at the Capitol, those kinds of things. But again, no indication that that hotels are filling up with these people, that these people are traveling to D.C.
On Monday, those who live and work in D.C. can expect security measures similar to those in place during the State of the Union. The very next day, the D.C. ceremonies for the late President Jimmy Carter will begin at the U.S. Capitol and will conclude on Thursday with the funeral service at the Washington National Cathedral.
The Secret Service will use drones as part of our comprehensive security plan. Do not be alarmed if you see these assets during the upcoming events or training in the days ahead.
D.C. Police Chief Smith says they're close to getting those additional 4,000 police officers she requested for the inauguration. That's on top of the 7,800 National Guard soldiers for that same date. So far, there's no changes to the security plan in place for January 20th, but Chief Smith says the plan is flexible. These events will mean a lot of road closures. We'll have those up on WUSA9.com so you can get the details and prepare in advance, Lorenzo.
Yeah, we have to do our part as well. If you see something, say something. Yeah. Rafa, thank you.